No. No! I'm not gonna make it. Shoot. Guys, if you're watching this, please just know I got my first FICO credit score. No, I really didn't even need to do all that. I could have just started out with this, but that's whatever. You know, it wouldn't be my video if it wasn't like that. So, but listen, your boy, the chosen, has leveled up in life. Starting to grow up, you know what I'm saying? Starting to grow adult things. So about 6 days ago, I got an update on my phone. That update was my first ever FICO credit score. It's exciting. I've been waiting a long time. They say it takes 6 months. It took 8. It's okay. It came, so it doesn't matter. But guys, take a look at this. After 8 months of building my credit, tips and tricks that I'm about to show y'all, doing all of those, I now have if you guys can see it, a 746 credit score. But listen, that's great. At my age, I think I'm doing pretty good, but it's not all about me. It's more about you guys. I'm doing this for you guys. Why am I making this video? Because I want to help you guys out building credit, but not just credit, good credit. How to build good credit at a young age. Or if you're older, just build credit in general. If you're anything like me and in the beginning, you didn't know anything about building credit, it's okay, because I know credit cards and credit scores and inquiries and like all that stuff. It sounds menacing, but I promise you it's not. And I'm gonna help you guys. I'm gonna help you guys build a good credit score because good credit is very important. Why is it important? Well, look, if you guys have good credit, you guys will look more trustworthy to lend money to. Building credit is all about building trust, basically. So the higher your credit score is, the higher the trust. With this trust that you've created, you're gonna be able to get better percentages and rates on like mortgages or car loans, so you don't have to pay as much. Basically making it cheaper to borrow money. You'll be able to apply to better credit cards with better perks, better rewards like travel points or cash back, and literally so much more. There's so many benefits to having good credit and so many disadvantages to having bad credit. That's not what we're here for. We're here to get you good credit. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna teach you how to get good credit off the bat so you don't get into a situation that you don't want to be in. So the first step is you have to build your credit. So what do you need to build your credit? You need a credit card. But you might also be thinking, how can I get a credit card if I don't have credit? How can I apply? Well, there's actually a lot of credit cards that you guys can use that don't require credit. They're like beginning credit cards. For example, you guys check this out right here. This is the Discover Student Credit Card. So basically, since I'm a student, I'm allowed to apply for this. It gives me a $500 credit line with like a really bad APR, like 20%. But if you use it responsibly, that's not gonna be an issue. But let's say you're not a student. Let's say you don't go to school. You're gonna be able to apply for things called secured credit cards. So what's a secured credit card? There's these credit cards where you have to put down a direct deposit. You give them money and they give you the credit card. And that's only to make sure that you can actually pay them. And with these credit cards, you're not gonna get the best perks. You're not gonna get the best rewards, best cash back.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But just remember, these credit cards are just for building your credit so that in the future, you can use the credit that you've built to get better credit cards, which by the way, I'm in the process of doing. So I'm gonna keep y'all updated. I'm gonna get a good credit card. And just like how mine took about 8 months, even though it said 6 months, but whatever, it's gonna take a while to get your first FICO credit score. But that's what it's gonna take. You're gonna have to keep using your card responsibly and build that credit history, which leads us to the next step. Credit history. And if you're asking what credit history is, be for real. It's in the name. It's your credits history, what you've done with the card. You have to build your credit card portfolio. The longer you've used your card, the more trustworthy you're gonna look to bank lenders or whatever you need. So you can't just get a credit card and just not use it. Don't think that you just can't use your credit card and they're gonna be like, oh, there's no mistakes on here. He's trustworthy. No, that's not what they're looking at. What they're really looking at is to see if you've been using the card responsibly. So you gotta use the card. But I don't wanna use the card. Like, what if I mess up? What if I do this? What if I do that? Shh. I got you. You got your credit card, you're building your credit history, or you're trying to, but you need tips to know how to build your credit history the right way. So that is what we're gonna do right now. So when you get your credit card, do not, I repeat, do not Start maxing it out. Don't think that, oh, they just gave me this money, I'm gonna go spend it. You're dumb. Do not do that. Please don't do that. That will hurt my heart for real. What you really need to do is use it responsibly. And a big part of that is utilization. What is utilization? It's the percent amount of credit that you used before paying it off. So what you want to aim for is about 30% utilization, or more ideally, you want to do 10% utilization. For example, if you have a $500 credit line, that means they gave you $500 of credit. What's 10% of 500? Come on. You're either in high school or college or whatever, like, come on, you could do math. It's 50. So what you need to do every time you use your credit card, you ideally do not want to go over $50. This will give you the max potential of increasing your credit score really fast. And that's exactly what happened to me. But if you do go over the 10%, it's okay. Just do not go over 30%. Once you go over 30%, the banks will look at you and be like, I don't like you. Basically, they're not gonna think you're trustworthy in their eyes. I don't know why, they just in their eyes. So this is what you do. Every time your credit card is about to go over 10% or 30% or whatever, you need to pay it off. And do not pay the minimum payments, I swear to God. You have to pay your credit card in full every single month before your due date. I don't know why people pay the minimum payments unless they're in a really stressful situation and they have to, that's their last resort. Do not pay the minimum payment. You should pay it all in full, which leads us to our next one, paying off your balance. So when you use your credit card, you have a balance. Basically, the amount that you owe them to pay them back. So every time you use your credit card, you need to pay them back. Obviously, it's not your money, you're just borrowing it. But you're borrowing it so that you can build your credit history, that trust. So what you do is when you use your credit card, pay it off in full, and then we have no issues. But what happens when you don't pay off your balance in full every single month? What if you do decide to be dumb? What if you do decide to pay the minimum payments even though you don't have to? Well, guess what? There's something called interest. I'm sure you've already heard about it. APR stands for annual percentage rate, which means if you don't pay them back, you're gonna pay the percentage that they gave you. Either it's 20%, usually beginner cards are like 20 to 30%, which is really high, but you don't have that issue as long as you pay them off. Let's say you have a balance of $200. You just went crazy, you know what I'm saying? Didn't pay it off, and that credit card has a APR of 30%. So do you know what that looks like? Because I don't, so I'm gonna go calculate it real quick. Okay, so we're at the credit card payoff calculator. So I said it was $200, 30% interest rate, and you don't pay it off, so you have $0 going in. You do this for 1 month and calculate. So basically, every month you're paying $5. You're paying $5 extra because you didn't pay off your balance. That's interest. That doesn't come back to you. Oh, but it's just $5, you know what I'm saying? It's just $5. Oh yeah? Make that 3 months. $15.38. Make it 6. $31.94. Make it a whole year. $68.98. You never paid it off. Oh. They literally can't calculate that because you are bankrupt. So do y'all get the picture? Pay off your credit balance. And one more thing for paying off your balance is pay it on time. As soon as you get your credit card, you need to figure out when your due date is. And it should say it on the website or the screen or whatever. It'll say it somewhere. And then all you do is just pay it off before the due date every single month. Let's say you forget to pay it that month. Well, guess what? That missed payment is gonna be on your record for about, I don't know, 10 years? I don't know. You don't want that on your record. That makes you less trustworthy. So don't miss a payment. What are we on? Step like 3, 4, I don't know. So we're reaching the end, but the next thing you gotta know is you gotta diversify. And this is where I am right now. So you got your credit card, you built the credit, you used it responsibly, you paid in full, and you got your first FICO score. So now you're with me. So the next thing that we are gonna do is we have to diversify. So what does diversifying look like? Basically what I'm saying is this isn't good enough. I like my credit card. It's nice and sweet, and it's like, get your ass. Oh, I actually need that. Sorry, I'm sorry. I actually need that. But listen, it's time to move on. It's time to add some more credit to your credit line. So let's put it in perspective. Your first credit card had $500 on it, right? But now you got a second credit card. Let's say that credit card gives you $1,000. So now if you combine it together, that's $1,500 in credit line that you can borrow. You're gonna be able to show these bank lenders or whoever's giving you money, you have a very diverse portfolio, making you look more trustworthy, more responsible, and easier to give money to. But here's something you gotta remember when applying for new credits. And this is actually something I learned about like maybe 4 months ago. When you apply for new credit cards, there's gonna be a ding in your score, which means your score goes down a little bit. I went to Best Buy, I bought some AirPod Pros, and then they were like, hey, you should go, you know, invest by credit card. You know what I'm saying? It's good. Got cash back, you know, everything you don't have. So basically, I fed into it. I didn't know about the ding in my credit score. It basically made my credit score go down. It's not much, but it goes down a little bit. But that's my score. You know what I'm saying? I care about it. When you apply for credit, do not apply for a bunch of credit cards at the same time. Don't go apply for like 4 or 5 credit cards. That's gonna make your credit score go way down. And it's gonna tell bank tellers, they're gonna think, oh, he's desperate. He just wants to get some more money. They're not gonna wanna lend it to you. Do not apply for multiple other credits at the same time. But all right, guys, we've reached the end, and that's exactly where I'm at right now. Right now, I'm in the process of getting new credit cards to give me more rewards, better perks, leveling up in life. So when that does happen, I'll make a video about it. And I've already done a lot of research, and I kind of already know which card I'm gonna go with, but that's for another video, and I'm gonna save it for when I'm more educated on the subject. I'm always gonna educate y'all with something that I know. I'm not gonna try to tell you guys something that I don't personally know or experienced. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys found that informative, but also like not boring at the same time. I don't try to just make regular content. Like, there's a lot of credit card videos out there, but none of them are like mine. Ain't nobody like me. I'm the chosen. But that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to like and comment below and subscribe. We're almost to 100 subscribers, so I'm very excited. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.